You are peeking wrong in Fortnite, and we're going to fix that right here, right now. And I promise you, if you watch to the end and start implementing these techniques into your game, you're going to improve 10 times as a Fortnite player. And kicking it right off with the first way you're peeking wrong, this is probably one of the biggest ways, and this is how you peek when trying to full box someone up. Whether that's catching someone lacking running away, or whether that's someone hopping on your wall. And I think so I can really explain this to you, I want to just show you this clip right here. I just want to ask you, what would you do in this situation here? I'm only on 81 HP. I want you to think what edit you'd make, as well as the first thing you'd do as soon as you made that edit. If you say something along the lines of hold the wall, or edit out, or even make a right hand peek and try and get a shot on him, then I hate to break it to you, but you're probably peeking wrong. But I'm going to show you now exactly what you should do. Okay, so all of that happened quite quickly, but let's skip back to where we was before. The correct answer in this situation would have been to make a right hand peek, run straight to that left corner there by holding W and A, or going up and across on your joystick, and then full boxing him. And after you've done that, then go for the shot. And this is exactly what I do here. What you see is I make the right hand peek. I'm behind the wall here. As you can see, the player cannot see me at all. I then full box him behind the edit. I then go for the shot, and this player obviously goes to shoot me because I'm so well protected. He hits my wall, and then I just replace the wall again. And that is exactly what you should do as well if you was in that situation. And by doing this, I managed to get a free box on him, and also got a free shot, as well as taking 0 damage back. And you can punish people so hard with this. And just so I can really showcase to you this trick that I used in that fight, I've come into my own creative map here. And what I'm going to show you is when you place a wall, most people, when they look to full box someone, they'll make some sort of edit, go for the full piece, come out, and then go for the right hand piece. And I've even caught some pros doing this, and a lot of the time, they tend to get punished for it. Especially as all it takes these days is a bot inside the box to whip out his thunder shotgun, hit you 195, and then whip out the SMG and you're dead. I'm not shocked that people are getting punished, but instead, what you should be doing is place a wall. And then most people don't know is that you can literally, if you look at certain angles, you can literally full box people through a wall when you're hugging it like this. Now, obviously, when I'm standing here, see, I can't get any walls in the box, but when I'm literally right in front, I can pretty much full box someone. Apart from that one angle there, you can literally get a full piece on someone near enough. And I'm shocked that literally no one is doing this in game. I don't see enough people doing it. Apart from some of the pros, you'll very rarely see people going up to walls and full boxing you through it. And of course, you could do with this with a right hand peek as well. You can come here and then you can full piece someone well protected behind the wall. I think the best way to do it is by doing a window edit like so, because you are definitely the most protected when doing it behind a window edit rather than a right hand peek, where you do have to sort of, I mean, you are protected here, but people a lot of the time, especially bad people sitting there with a shotgun out, will literally just run at you like this. So when you're behind a window edit, it just stops people from being able just to run through, because obviously you can't jump for a window edit. Now, the next thing I want to showcase to you is how a lot of people are editing wrong. A lot of people, they place their wall down, maybe I'm on a cone like this, and then they go to make a right hand peek edit, and they look at these tiles here. See the grey tiles? They look at this as all the parts that are open, and they look at the blue tiles as the parts where they're not going to get hit. So if we're judging by this, my head is literally peeking out. Instead, when you make your right hand peek, you should be doing it by that line at the top coming down here. When you make your edit, as you can see, you can sort of see that faint line going diagonal, and that is exactly where the box is going to be. So judging by this, I can come behind here and look, I'm protected, and there is no way for me to be here. This is why a lot of people think using edit on release off is actually better. I personally use edit release on just because that's what I prefer, but if you've got edit on release off, you can run right up to the front of the wall like this, get yourself in a better angle, and then go for a nice right hand peek after making the edit. Now, of course, I have got edit on release on, and it definitely isn't as good. So if you can get yourself into the habit of using edit on release off and can get your edits just as good, then definitely go for it. But it will take you some time to get used to it, and this is why so many pros use edit on release off. Now, it's all good me telling you what I'm doing in each of the clip and how to do it, but why don't I show you why this is so important? I decided to go into realistics and let this guy I was fighting full box me to see what he did, and let me just show you. Now, when you watch that, you see the guy did really good by placing that wall which blocked my first initial shot. He then makes a massive edit, leaving not just him, but his full body exposed just to get a full piece. If I could actually hit my shot there, or I was holding my shotgun out waiting for him to edit, I could have hit him for an easy 150 damage. Got that wall like I did in the clip, and got out of the box. So many people died to bad players just trying to full box people up. And like I said before, I even see pros make this mistake sometimes and die to it. So all it takes is someone just to sit there with their shotgun out and then switch it to the SMG and little 150 with the shotgun. SMG finishes it up and it's an easy little kill for little Timmy. And you should almost never die doing a right hand peek. You may even have the odd time where someone hits you, but 9 times out of 10, a right hand peek should always be a free shot. Which is why if that guy took the wall, did what I showcased before, where you do a right hand peek, if he full boxed me behind a window edit or right hand peek, then he would have been able to not just get the full box on me, but he would have also been able to get a free shot on me, like I showed you in the other clip where I showcased this correctly. Next, I want to move on to how many people have got into the habit of getting themselves hit for 100 damage when trying to make a right hand peek. And for 99% of these people, the reason why is because they hold S when making a right hand peek. And I know what you're probably thinking, I never go backwards when making a right hand peek. And trust me, the chances are you probably do. So many people just get into this habit, and even if you don't think you do, it's just something you sort of just do in your head, because when you hold S to go back, you don't have to jump, meaning the shot is just much easier to hit when you're on a right hand peek. Every time you make a right hand peek, the only 2 keys you should be holding is W and S, as well as W and A. Never hold the S key. It doesn't just stop you from being able to run, because when you walk backwards you can't run, which makes you super easy to hit, but you also expose your body. The further back you run, the more you expose your body to people, and for you controller players, that means never pushing your stick backwards when making a right hand peek. You should only push your stick either up and to the right or up and to the left, never backwards. And now I'm going to show you another clip of me pulling this off and taking no damage. Here you can see in the first clip, I managed to get that initial damage on the guy. I then make a right hand peek, and when I make the right hand peek, I hold W and A, so I run to the top corner. That way I received 0 damage back and can get a free shot on him, leading to me winning that fight, taking not even a drop of damage. And if you can pull this off in game, I promise you, you're going to get a lot more kills and receive a lot less damage. Now I'm going to move on to the next clip. I genuinely love this clip because this is the perfect example of showing if I didn't use the technique I'm teaching you, I would have been punished, and it has to be slowed down for you really to see it. So first, I grab the wall when I'm halfway up the ramp. I then decide to edit the wall. As soon as I make the edit, I hold S and W, so I run straight to that corner, meaning he cannot see any of my body at this point. And if I pause it here, you can see he's actually holding his shotgun out, looking for a free shot on me. He then realizes, oh no, I can't see him. He panics, pulls out his mat. I then jump, hit him, and still while I'm mid-air, I reset the wall, and then later on, I did actually pick up the kill and win the game, but I just love this clip because I implemented that W and S trick perfectly to stop me from taking any damage. And I want you now to go into a creative 1v1 or go into an arena game and do all this in game. Get in the habit of doing this and you'll improve so much from it. I promise you, just get into the habit of implementing all these tricks and you'll pick up so many more kills, it's unreal. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you did enjoy, please take a second to subscribe and like. It's free for you, and I'm currently trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean a lot to me if you could. And if you like this video, you may enjoy the video on screen now. This one skill will make you the best fighter in Fortnite.